welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report. I'm joined today by Hofstra softball head coach Larissa Anderson. Thanks for joining me today, Coach.
My pleasure.
Pride went 4-0 this weekend in the St. John's Invitational, beating Boston University, UMass, St. John's, and Binghamton. Coach, congratulations again on reaching 100 career victories.
Thank you.
It's a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
Very good weekend for the team, obviously.
Being able to have 7 home runs over the course of the weekend, putting in double-digit hits in a number of games, and really having key actions. We continue to swing the bat, but it was nice to see us hit the ball a lot harder this past weekend.
Speaking of hitting the ball well, Kristen Hallam, outstanding weekend at the plate, CAA Player of the Week. She hit .727, reached base 12 consecutive times, which is incredible. What did you see from her this weekend?
She was taking what the game was giving her, and early on in the season she was trying to do too much and trying to create situations that the pitch wasn't allowing her to do. And this past weekend she really zoned into, what is the pitch telling me I can do? Is it telling me to power slap? Is it telling me to drop a bunt? What is the defense? She was reading the defense very, very well and not trying to do too much. But I think what capped off was that leadoff home run that she had, her first of her career, which is pretty exciting and uplifting for the entire team.
Definitely. First RPI of the season came out today. Hofstra comes in at RPI say about the strength of the schedule you've played and how well the team has done to this point.
That's something that we're always putting in place. We want to be able to give our team an opportunity to get an at-large should we not win the conference tournament and play the most competitive schedule we possibly can. So everything on paper has been there, and we've won some key games along the way to give us an opportunity to have that 29 RPI. So we just got to keep playing and keep rolling and keep everything in what we can do.
Headed to Penn State on Wednesday for a doubleheader there. After the rescheduling of the Fordham game last week, this will be your first midweek game of the season. How do you prepare for that quick turnaround from the weekend to Wednesday and then from Wednesday to next weekend?
It really starts before we even play any games, because our philosophy is we don't worry about our opponent, we worry about Hofstra, and we worry about what we need to do in order to be successful. So it doesn't matter if we're going to Penn State or we're going to be having UNC Wilmington the following weekend here. So we just make sure that we do what we capable of doing. Our pitchers have to make great pitches. We have to control the strike zone and control the at-bat. Our hitters have to be able to swing at good pitches and control the strike zone on their end. And defensively, we have to make all the routine plays. And if we do that, it really doesn't matter who we play.
On the same lines, you start conference play next weekend. Not to overlook Penn State, but how do you think the non-conference schedule up to this point has prepared you for the strength of the CAA?
It's really prepared us. We've seen great pitching in our preseason games. So we're very, very prepared. Obviously, playing in conference play has a little different emotion. There's a little bit more at stake now. So we know that going in, UNC Wilmington is a very, very strong team, so we're going to have to play very well to beat them. But at the same time, it's one pitch at a time, and we just have to make sure that we take care of what we can to give us the best opportunity to win.
The games this past weekend weren't supposed to be home games at first, but then you ended up being able to play 3 games at Bill Edwards Stadium. What kind of feelings go into playing at home for the first time this season?
That's why they're here. It's their home. We say protect your house. And being able to play in front of our own fans, our own family, at our own field that we're very, very familiar with, it's exciting. And you could see that from the very beginning where Hallam led off the game with a single, and then Brittany Alaka comes up and hits a home run, and then just the energy that you could feel, from the dugout all the way into the stands. Everyone's excited to be home, and we just want to continue to play.
Hofstra heads to Penn State on Wednesday for a doubleheader at 5 p.m. before returning home to open conference play against UNCW on Saturday and Sunday, beginning with a doubleheader at 2 on Saturday and a single game at noon on Sunday, all at Bill Edwards Stadium. This has been the WB Mason Coaches Report with Hofstra softball head coach Larissa Anderson. Thanks again for joining me, Coach.
My pleasure.